Welcome. Welcome to Hogwarts. We fucking wish. Hold on. Shout out to the ambiance in the background. Anyways, guys, that was just to start it off. Hi, because I'm probably gonna get copyrighted and I don't want that to happen. But anyways, wow. Welcome, Lisa.
Hey
Again.
y'all.
How we doing? How we doing today?
I'm good. Feeling the Halloween spirit.
You know, very full. Go and tell us a little bit about your outfit and cup and everything right now because
Okay, I'm a
it's
Ray
giving.
guys. So I was just talking to Ray about this. This is from Universal Studios here in Hollywood. I think we spent $50 on this bloody stick. But it's worth it. I'm gonna make a collection. And then I have my Marauders cup. If
Fire.
you guys know the Marauders map from the third movie. And then yesterday, if anybody knows about, I think it's pronounced Minoso. It's like an Asian, you know what I'm talking about.
Thing you sent me?
This Gryffindor bag
That is so sick.
for $30. Could you imagine? If you think about like Hot Topic, or I think there's another one, Box Lunch or something. They
Yep, I've
sell
heard of
the
that.
Loungefly backpacks. I have one, but those go for like $80. Sorry, I have two. They go for like $80, but this one was $30 and the quality amazing. And then my Gryffindor robe that I've had since 2018,
Love it.
like $100 and something from Universal again. And honestly, for me, for somebody who loves Harry Potter, I think it's worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah,
I was gonna say worth it.
definitely worth it.
Wow. I love it.
I love it.
How you know when you went to that place that's in where you got your bag from,
Mm-hmm.
was a lot of the Harry Potter stuff sold out or was it still there?
There was a lot of stuff.
Oh, for real?
Not in comparison, because I think they were advertising like the Irvine
Mm-hmm.
location, and I think in Hollywood, I think, but the little Minoso store here in Cerritos, they had a fair, like, not too much, but enough for me to be like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff here. There
Wow.
were like charms and like lockets and stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get out of here. Otherwise, it just would have
Speed
brought
money.
everything. Yeah.
Oh, it's so sick. I
Yep.
love that. I love that. You look fire. Sorry guys, my outfit is disappointing. I am I I am trying to rip. I try to get as much preppy stuff. My scarves are currently in storage. But I did draw this, so it is confusing because it looks like I'm ripping Slytherin, and then I have this on here. But
Dedication.
anyways, yeah, I'm trying. So yeah.
Right.
Anyways, welcome to today's episode. I'm so excited. We're gonna be talking about Harry Potter. And breaking down movie by movie with my sis here, Lisa, and going over it because you think of fall, you think of Harry Potter.
Mm,
Like,
literally.
I think every movie, the season it's set in is literally fall/winter,
Oh, yeah.
so it's fitting. That's probably why it's so reminiscent. But as you can tell, sis is a huge fan. I need to set my game up with the apparel, but I also love Harry Potter. I've loved it since
We
I was a
do.
child as well.
Yeah.
I think me and sis here are just a lover of fantasy. Like we
Oh,
love
yeah.
fantasy, period.
We do.
Like,
Just love.
um, yeah, so we can go on and on about these worlds, but specifically, we are going to be talking about Harry Potter and all that comes with it. And I'm super, super excited. So, we're going to go movie by movie. So, these next however many episodes, we're going movie by movie and we're going to
Yeah.
talk about the movie. So, obviously, we've got to start with Philosopher's Stone, the very first one.
We love it.
We love it. And we've got to set questions before we like dive deep into the movie.
Yeah.
But sis, tell us your just earliest memory of Harry Potter. Like, what is the earliest you can remember? How old were you? Give us the deets.
I was actually thinking about it. I don't even remember how old I was specifically, but I remember my brother, who was in high school at the time. I had to be an intermediate. Um, he had given me the first book.
Oh, hell yeah.
And with that first book, I think I've read it from back to front like more than 10 times. And
Fire.
it was just like Ray was saying, like we both really love fantasy. And so I would read that book. I would go home, be so excited to just be in bed and read that book. And one cool thing that I love for me as a reader is when I'm reading, I can like the scene is playing in my head while I'm reading the book. And I know not a lot of people can do that, but I'm just like magical that I can do that. So
Period.
that was really my first experience with coming into Harry Potter. And my brother also took me to the screening of the first movie as well. So shout out to my brother. He's basically the reason why I got into Harry Potter. And that was really the first real chapter book that I got into. So that's how I came about it.
Fire.
Yeah.
Harry Potter was like my earliest memory. Um, my mum used to read the books to me when I was little, so I think I
Yeah.
might have been. Well, my mum's a huge reader, so she was already reading them. Because obviously, I think I might have been like 7,
Mm,
but yeah, couldn't read it. What the fuck? That's like too.
too
That's too
much.
advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was listening to them. So the only reason, really, same with you, how your brother got into it. The only reason I got into it was because my mum, like, she would line up in Wickles for the books, and
Yeah.
then she would read them to us. So I just think it was so cool. I'm just like, yo, this world is legit. So that was like my earliest memory of Harry Potter. And then same thing, like I remember going to the movies. I remember
Yeah.
like waiting for the midnight showing or like the very next day. Like every year it was like Harry Potter is coming out.
Yeah.
Like fuck. It just like meant so much. And then obviously um just that whole vibe, bro. It was like also the movies were so advanced back then, like in
For
terms
that
of how
time.
it was filmed.
Yeah.
It was just so advanced. So it was just such a cool period to grow up in. I don't know. It was just so
Yeah.
dope. Um, so I guess how does Harry Potter make you feel? Because I think that's why you remember it so well. Like, what do you
Yeah.
love about it so much? Yeah, to this
I
day.
think just the fact that it can take you out of like your reality, almost like you can slip into another world.
Yes.
Which is why I really really love fantasy, and that's what Harry Potter did for me. Is that I've said it before on the other podcast. I couldn't do shit growing up, so all I had was this one book, and I would like be in bed, and I'll just slip into this book, and I would be at Hogwarts, or like I would be in that book, and I think that's why I really love it. And then when I had my son, I was like, there's no way my son's not going to be a Harry Potter fan. So, like, I embedded it in my son as well. And now we both enjoy not only watching the movies, we have all the books. He's like he reads it at school. We go to Universal. So I feel like even though we're now approaching 30, like, it's like I'm going to be 80 years old and still, like, buzzing about, like, Harry Potter. So I think that's why it's also really important because it was such a big part of my life growing up that now my son gets to enjoy it as well. So yeah, shout
I
out to Harry Potter.
I 100% agree. I think it just, and because it's so close to real life too, like the way they filmed
Mm-hmm.
it
Oh yeah,
was like it's not that far from just it could really be happening in real life.
yeah.
But I think that's why I love fantasy too. I love slipping into other realities and other worlds. Like
Mm,
it's so nice, and sometimes it just gives you a break from this world, and you're just like,
yeah,
yo, it'd be so dope to
yeah.
just, it just hits different. But it's so cool that now you get to share that with Jay, your son. I was about to say, sorry, I'm not sure about you, but your
No,
son.
it's good.
It's so cool that you're able to do that because I can only imagine like what it must have like to feel what it must feel like to watch these movies for the first time. Damn, that like we can never get it back.
I
So
wish, I wish.
for real,
But it's like even when I had that one book, the first book, every time I reread it, it was like I was reading it for the first time. That's why I just love it so much that it's just exciting every single time.
yeah.
Period.
I know. Oh my God, I just love it so much. And it is crazy. Yes, we are about to be 30 and here we are. But who fucking cares? Um that doesn't matter. That's beside the
Right.
point. That just goes to show like how, yeah, like a huge part it played in like so many things. And I think this led to Harry Potter led to like Twilight, you know, like the love for all of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Fantasy.
Um and at the same time of Harry Potter, like Lord of the Rings was like in
Oh,
the same realm. Ugh, love Lord of the Rings.
I
Ugh,
love Lord of the Rings. That's
love Lord of the
another
Rings.
episode. Like,
Yeah, no, Lord of the Rings. Oh my God, there's so much lore to it. Oh, yeah, we'll make that another episode.
Mhm.
Because wow, Lord of the Rings, and then all like the prequels, the sequels, like it is
Yeah.
just another great universe too. Um, but yeah, such a great time. So, anywho, that's some background. We're gonna get into the actual movie. So, just a synopsis. Hopefully, you guys have seen Philosopher's Stone because you know what? You'll be surprised. I've met a lot of people that have never watched Harry Potter, and I massive side eye. If you have not watched it, that is crazy. Like, not even one is concerning.
Not even an
Um,
attempt.
yeah, not even an attempt. It's like almost criminal. I don't, but hopefully this is your sign if you haven't watched it. But Philosopher's Stone is the very, very first movie, and you know, we'll try. Long story short, Harry finds out he's a wizard.
Mhm.
He finds out he's a wizard,
Girl was
and
Harry.
his parents die. Yeah, his parents die. He's living with his aunt and uncle, and it's shitty. He living under the stairs. In the first movie,
Yeah. Just
like
casual.
casual living under the stairs. Finds out he's a wizard because in Hogwarts you get accepted in when you're 12, correct?
Mm.
Okay, cool. And then boom, he ends up, finding out he's like the one person in the world that stopped like the bad guy and got a scar from it. Um, and the Philosopher's Stone is something that brings people back.
I think it gives them
I
eternal
don't even.
life or like longevity to their life.
That's right. They like sort of immortal way if you have
Yeah.
the Philosopher's Stone. Okay. And sorry guys, if I'm gonna be honest, when I marathon, sometimes I skip the first movie. So that's probably
Yeah.
why I go straight to Chamber of Secrets, which we'll talk a little bit about. But so yeah, that happens. He meets Ron and Hermione, his best friends. You
Yeah.
meet all like the main characters. I think what I love about the first movie and what they do a great job of is they take you on a journey of the magical world. I think they give a really great light. It's a very light movie compared to all the rest. Like all
Mhm.
the rest to me are very dark. The first movie is very light and it's like, here's all the magic world, here's all the cool, fun magic things, and like they're young and they're 12 and they're going, on the train and they're on the boats to Hogwarts, and it's like a very just introduction, you know?
Yeah.
What else would you say about the first movie?
Man, that first movie was just I don't know, like there's something even now, like every time I watch it, it's like it just takes you back to when you first watched it. But
And
like
I'm
you
like,
said, it's like your insight or the
mhm,
beginning to like that Harry Potter world of like this is how it's gonna go. Like it introduces you to different creatures, not as much
yes,
as other Harry Potter films.
right,
His best friends, main characters, and you get to
agreed.
like sort of like witness their personalities in that
Yeah,
first movie. So I think it's a great movie.
it
It's
is.
not my favorite, but
Yeah,
one of
I
the
would agree.
yeah
Not my favorite, but it was a good introduction to the magical world
yeah.
and sets the scene for just, I don't know, I look at it as like sets like the parameters of the
Mm,
world. What
yeah,
happens, what can't happen. Yeah, the different creatures, the characters.
yeah,
But like I said, it's a very light movie compared to all the rest, but I think it's because they're 12.
yeah.
Like, you know, it doesn't get, I mean, it gets pretty dark. It gets pretty dark from the second movie on, but Yeah, it's great. Now, I know the directors changed, and you can sort of
Yeah,
see you can see a drastic difference from the first to all the rest, because like I said, it gets really dark. Which is great though, because these
yeah.
books are sort of dark. But also they changed Dumbledore's as
Mm,
well. Um,
yeah.
Thoughts on the first Dumbledore?
I love the first
Me
Dumbledore. I
too.
feel
Me
like
too.
he really embodied
Hmm.
who Dumbledore was, not only in the film but also Dumbledore from the books. So if you read the books, then you know, you know. So when they changed up Dumbledore, obviously they had to change up Rest in Peace to the
Yeah,
first
R.I.P.
Dumbledore. But I feel like he was too aggressive.
Yes.
Second Dumbledore, where the first Dumbledore was really calm, he was really,
Yeah,
and like he had that aura about him. But I'm not mad at the second Dumbledore. He's just
it was just different, eh?
in
I
your
agree.
face.
I agree. Yeah, it was. Like I said, that first movie was just so, yeah, I felt very fluffy, but it needed to be fluffy. Same with, yeah, Dumbledore. He was very not, you know, how the second
Yeah, yeah.
Dumbledore was. I agree. And then thoughts on, I guess, the transition from the first movie to the rest. Like, you like the darker feel? You
I
like the
do.
lighter feel? Me too. I
I really do.
agree.
I really like the darker feel and I feel like they did it quite well.
Me too.
Like they didn't go just chuck it in your face from the first to the second. It was like, okay, we're slowly, gradually going to build up that thing, and then come to the end.
Yes.
It was just full on in your face. So I feel like they did a great job in doing that.
Me too. I really enjoyed the like I really enjoyed the transition. I think they did it really well.
Hmm.
And um and I just think it fits the overall tone and whatever else that's to come from the second movies on. Um
Yeah,
I'm thinking in terms of like the main things that stick out from movie one. Obviously, he finds out he's a wizard. First of all,
yeah,
that's crazy to find out. You think you're just normal. Your parents die. You think you're normal. Then you're a wizard, and then oh, by the way, you killed you killed the most powerful um wizard as a baby. Like that's
yeah.
probably hard to grasp. Then you get to this whole magical school called Hogwarts that you
Uh-huh.
didn't even think exist, didn't even know magic existed. And then um what they're dealing with in that movie, he was just dealing with the Philosopher's Stone. Oh yeah. And then that's when the bad guy starting to come back, aka Voldemort.
Uh-huh.
So I can just imagine how crazy that must have been.
All in your first year. Like,
Like what the fuck?
I would be like, I'm out of here. I'm done. Wrap it
You're
up.
like, because how you go from living under the stairs to to that? That's
Living in a
crazy.
castle and everything
Yeah.
just going on.
It's just too much. So that was like the main points. And then obviously um that the person that was helping bring back Voldemort, like it was just a whole showdown at the end.
Yeah, yeah,
Obviously they win, you know, obviously Harry Potter wins and whatever. But that was sort of the main gist of the first movie, right? It was just him just you just getting introduction to the world, the lifestyle of being magical, da da da, and then obviously Philosopher's Stone, and then it was like, oh shoot, they thought they destroyed Voldemort because they had the Philosopher's Stone in that whole time. No,
no. He
Mans, I
unicorn blood.
yeah, thank you. Okay, that actually leads into this favorite parts of the movie because I forgot he was over there sipping on unicorn blood. Yeah, he was, and
Really.
everyone was like, why are the unicorns dying?
I know. And I feel like adding unicorns in it was just top tier because
Wow.
we all know unicorns are like the top of the top. But one of my
True.
favorite scenes was when he had the cloak and he was in the library and then he
Oh,
had to run away, like go and hide because they were looking for him, and then he found the mirror. And I feel like that was such an
yes.
emotional part of the movie because he's looking in this mirror and it's showing you like what you want, and what he wanted the most was his parents.
Yeah. Dude, I forgot about that. That was such a oh.
And he just
First of
sits
all,
there like he's so happy, and it's like
so
it's
happy.
not real, but like it's the closest thing to his parents that he's ever gonna get.
Bro, I forgot about that part. That part was so heart-wrenching. And then I forgot he got introduced to the invisible cloak
Yeah,
because Dumbledore stole it, right? It was Dumbledore's. How did he get it? I'm trying to remember
I think
how he
it
got
said
it.
that when he read the note, his father had left it to him
Or gotcha.
or something along
Hmm.
those lines.
Yeah, you're
Um,
right. You're correct. It
yeah,
did. Yeah. So that was sick. Yeah, the invisible cloak was sick. Okay, so that was your favorite part.
yeah,
I think I'm trying to think my favorite part of that movie specifically. Um, I just think the whole beginning of just how he got to the world, and then just like watching it the first time was like, damn, like you're almost getting introduced to this magical world to along with Harry was just like really cool. It
yeah,
wasn't it wasn't something where like some movies where you're just thrown into the plot or like thrown into this world. It was like you went along with him, so the world building was happening with Harry. I don't know.
yeah.
I like that aspect of it. Um I also just love the scenes of the forest. Like that's really creepy. That forest creeps me
Yeah.
out to this day, even though it doesn't exist.
The Forbidden
Um,
Forest.
yes, that's creepy as hell.
Hmm.
Um, that's what I love too. So that I mean that was my favorite part. Least favorite part for you?
In the first movie,
Yeah,
mm, I don't
if
think
there was one
I don't think there was a least favorite movie for me. I mean, part of the movie
part.
for me. I can't really think of one that comes to mind.
I'm trying to think
I think
too.
I think like knowing the outcome of movie to movie, like how
Yeah.
Snape was portrayed from the beginning to
Ooh,
the end, that pisses me off because I think everybody didn't like Snape for the
no,
longest.
no,
Yeah, so I'm sort of mad about that because I wish he was given his flowers for what he
for
did,
sure.
you know?
and it and it's crazy when you get to that part of the
Mm.
series and you start and then they piece everything together that
Yeah,
what he did for Harry and you're sitting there and you feel dumb.
you feel guilty, like,
You feel dumb as fuck.
yeah,
Like he did this all for Lily, but in turn Harry,
yeah.
you know, which just really goes into the masterpiece of just Harry Potter, like and I can't wait till we
How
get
did
to
they
those,
think about that? Like,
bro.
from beginning to end, like, J.K. Rowling really.
She
Just
snapped.
writers in general of fantasy books, like, how do you come up with a plot?
I
Like,
have
it's
no idea.
insane.
Yeah, like how do you take something from book one and not know the outcome, right? Or maybe she did plan out the other movies, who knows? But if you did not plan out the sequences of things going to happen and you just create book by book, the,
Mm,
the the talent it takes to spin that to what it was,
yeah, insane.
yeah, like extremely talented. Like that is I love that. But no, those other movies I can't wait till we get into the further along movies because
Yeah,
those movies, oh my god, so good.
too
To this
bad.
day. And I know we talked about it, but like the cinematography,
Oh,
bro, for back then was like insane.
it was really good, and I think we shared like videos with each other all the time about Harry Potter
Or
in vertical or like it's almost like you've missed watching it that way. Like I wish they had that option.
vertical.
Yeah,
Oh,
it just looks
guys,
so good. It's so crisp. It's so
it's so good. Like it itches a scratch I didn't know I had.
yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about on Instagram now, which I'm so thankful they're doing,
Mhm.
they're making obviously movies are all landscape, and what these people are doing is they're just flipping those scenes and making them vertical through AI.
Mhm.
When I can tell you, oh my god, it makes it so much better. Like all we do, we've seen a lot of things to each other, but specifically the verticals, oh my god,
It
they're
makes
so
it
good,
so much more realistic.
so much more realistic. Hey,
Yeah,
I wish we had the movies like that. That would be
so
so
good.
good. The other a few things that just popped in my head while I'm thinking about it. I guess what do you rank before I get into other things about J.K. Rowling and stuff?
Mm.
Overall rating out of 10 for movie one, and then after your rating, how do you rank it compared to the 8 movies? Wait.
My overall rating, I want to say, I would say 8.5.
Oh,
8.5 is pretty good. And
8.5 team.
where would I put it amongst the other?
8. Wait. Yeah, 8. Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Phoenix,
I
Order
love
of Phoenix,
that.
Half-Blood Prince. Yeah, 8.
I would
Because
probably put it like at number 5.
really,
Yeah,
and number one. Okay, so number one's the best, and then obviously 8 would be the last. So
yeah,
so it's 5 for you.
yeah. I'll put it at 5.
Excellent. For me, yeah, I agree with the 8.5 rating out of
Mm.
10. Uh, in terms of rank, damn, I really hate to say this. It's at an 8 for me.
It's the last one for you.
It's the
Yeah,
last one for me.
yeah.
But I think it's because things just like from the first movie to the second, it's like not only do they get older, it's
Mhm.
like a drastic difference. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, even the color it's filmed in is like very bright in the first, and in the second it's like a bluey colder tone.
Mhm.
Anyways, but no, I think that would have to it'd probably be my last. But not saying it's bad. It's just
No.
compared to the other
I think
movies.
I'm also basing my rating on like in like some of the movies like characters
Oh,
I know more. So I'm
you're
like
so right.
I don't like one movie based on one person dying. Like it could be such a great movie and such a great book as well, but because that one person passed away, I'm like, no.
It's you know what? You bring up a great point. Movie number one is the only movie that you like see so many characters.
Mhm.
You're so right, because every other movie you don't see as many anymore. The focus isn't on everyone else.
Yeah.
But that first movie, bro, you get to see everybody.
Mhm.
Like, for the most part, all the kids, all their friends. Like, sometimes it'll skip movies and then you'll see blah 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 again, and you're like, damn, I haven't seen
Yeah.
him in like 2 movies. That's a really great point, actually. I didn't think about it like that.
Mm.
Okay, cool. So that's our rating so far. A couple of other questions I wanted to ask was, what's something that you wish, well, what's something that you wish J.K. Rowling would have done, could have done, like whether that's creating more books, whether that's like, what are some unanswered questions that you had about the series period
Oh yes. I
or book one?
wish I wish we got more context about like the history of the school, and I have seen a lot of TikToks talking about it, because if you guys didn't know, I think it's HBO or
Yes,
somebody's making a series of the movies. And
HBO, yeah.
so I think a lot of people said they would rather them make a series on like the
The
not the
prequel.
map, the like James and Sirius and Lupin, or the founders of Hogwarts.
Yes, yes,
I wish
yes.
she had added that more into and she did in the books a little bit, but like in detail, because I'd love to know like why Salazar Slytherin was a dick.
Was the way he was.
Yeah,
Oh my god, bro. You bring up great points.
yeah,
So yes, one, I wish she continued the universe period.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
for example, let's use Lord of the Rings. They have prequels, right? The Rings of Power is literally how what's his name? The bad guy. Um how he comes to existence, right? How all of the elves and the humans and the dwarfs forge those rings of
Yeah.
power. Like, it gives you a context of that. And I wish, yeah, like you said, I wish we understood more about the founders. I wish we got to know like Harry's parents, right?
Oh, that would have been like the order. I
The
wish we.
order, how that came about, the first war, like the first time they
I
tried to
feel
defeat Voldemort.
like she had gone a little like with the Deathly Hallows, the
Yeah,
story about the three brothers. She did go into a little bit of detail about, and that was great. I love that bit, but
yeah.
I need more. I
More.
know.
I need more. Bro, and it's crazy because like she could still reopen this and like do so many prequels and different
Uh-huh.
aspects of the universe, and it just kind of
Like, get in your
sucks.
bag, sis.
Yeah,
Like,
like what the fuck? Like, first of all, I almost think that's why like the world is so thirsty when it comes to Harry Potter and we'll watch it 20 bajillion times because we have nothing else to reference this universe.
right.
Like, it's just these movies and that's it.
Uh-huh.
Like,
That's
no
literally it.
prequels,
And then the
no
book.
sequels. Literally, that's it. And then the books.
There was the Cursed Child. I've never. Was that a book?
No.
I've never
Oh,
like.
was it?
Or like, was it a movie? If it was a movie, I feel like I would have watched it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a movie. I think they only do it on Broadway. They only make it a show. They only make it a theater production. Which, by the way, myself and sis, we are going to see. It is coming to LA next February to June, I think.
Yeah.
Cannot wait. But from the looks of it, because I don't know about you, but I all my ads on Instagram is the flipping Cursed Child. I watch HBO and it's Cursed Child. I'm like, damn, you guys really want me to go to this thing. Um, but it's about Harry Potter's like children and like Malfoy's children and
Mhm.
things, which is really cool.
Also, like outside, like with the Harry Potter, have you read like the fandoms?
Oh, like the fanfics? I have
Yeah.
not.
Oh
Wait,
my gosh.
have you read the one? What ones have you read or heard about? Because I
I
have
don't
heard
even
about one.
remember the name, but there's one about how Hermione's like, yeah, 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 and Malfoy,
Yes, I'll say it,
yes,
Draco. That's
yes,
the one.
it's intense.
That's the one that I've heard. I feel like that's probably the most famous one because it was when I was like heavy on book talk.
Uh huh.
Everyone was talking about how that was being published, like that fanfic was being
Yeah.
published, and I think it comes out either next year. But everyone was like raving on about it. And yes, guys, there is a fanfic where
Yeah.
Hermione actually marries Malfoy.
Uh huh. She's not
um,
with Ron.
she's not with Ron, and
Ron is
apparently everyone loves it.
in that fanfic with Romilda Vane. Do you guys
I'm
you
dead.
remember Romilda Vane?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Because he's with Romilda Vane, but he still cares and like obviously they're best friends, but it's like, bro, leave her alone. Like
In the fanfic, because I never read it, even though I downloaded it. Who does Harry get with? Did
I
you know?
think
You know?
he's with Jenny.
Oh, he's still with
Yeah,
Ginny.
he's
But
still with Jenny.
the shift of the focus is more on Hermione and Draco, right? Like it's not
Yes.
on Harry.
It's
Okay, yeah,
more
yeah.
it's with Hermione and like how she navigates. It's like after the Hogwarts War, the war is still on,
Oh,
Voldemort's still alive,
oh,
and she's like in the
weird.
army. She's like a soldier.
Bro, I can't wait till that book gets published because I it will be getting bought and it will be getting read
Definitely.
for
I haven't
sure.
read it through.
Yeah, that's insane. And it's crazy that well, I'm happy for the person that wrote it because to have a fan fiction like published is insane because technically like you didn't create the characters, like you're taking other
Right.
people's ideas. So for it to get published, that says a lot.
Yeah. But it
That
goes
means it's
back
good.
to what you just said is like how Harry Potter fans
Want
need
more
want more. So they're going to these fanfics to get these other
other
realities.
things.
Yeah.
That's what's frustrating. Is like I don't understand. And J.K. Rowling, I love you, but like you fumbled the bag.
Really did.
Cause
I mean, she still has time. Like,
yeah, yeah, right. You're still alive, sis. Please, we need
right.
prequels and sequels. Please.
Yeah, like
History.
I said, like the Lord of the Rings did such a great job with
Such a great job,
the
bro.
Hobbit and the.
Rings of Power.
Come on now.
Like it's they did such a great job. And it sort of reminds me too of just like the Game of Thrones world. Like
Oh yeah.
we got prequels, sequels. First of all, he's got books about the history of the universe. He's got books about certain parts of the world. Like and
Hmm.
so the fans are just like frothing at the mouth because they're getting
Yeah.
all this information. And it's just a one universe where I'm just like, JK Rowling, so what are you doing with your time now? What are you doing?
Do you
Please.
feel like it would have been as impactful had she had all that history in it?
Yeah, that brings up a good point.
Because I personally feel like in my younger days, when I first read it, I would have been like, no.
This is, you know what? Great point. I probably think it
As
would have
an
been too
adult,
much.
I think I'd love it
Yes,
with all the history.
I agree. You're right, because I think that's why those other universes, when I was little, was so intimidating, and why like I wasn't so like, I watched Lord of the Rings, but because it was such an adult type of thing,
Yeah, it was
I
intense.
s- it was intense, you know what I mean? But like Harry Potter was very child friendly. So
Yeah,
yes, I agree. I think at the time, no, it wouldn't have hit the all right audience. But now
yeah.
we're all
We're
30.
all grown.
So we want it. We're all
Yeah,
older now. So
we are
where
of
is the history?
age.
Exactly. I agree, 100%. The last question I want to ask this was, what is your thoughts on this HBO? Um, how do you feel about this HBO series getting made?
You
Thoughts?
know what? At first, I was so excited because it's been so long since the last film and the announcement of the
Yeah,
HBO series. But now that I've seen like other people's takes on it, like we don't need this. We need like the
the other
Marauders
stuff.
history or like the other
Yeah,
the history. Like we would rather the history over that because it's such a great film. The films are great already. To
right.
go and do a series based on it, I don't know. I'm not really. I'm like 50-50. Like, if you're going to have more of what's actually in the books, in the series, it might actually be cool because we're going to be seeing like different parts of what we haven't
Yes.
already seen,
Yes.
you know?
I agree. I think I share a similar perspective. Like, I'm not overly excited for it because I think the
Mhm.
movies are great, and it's like, damn, why touch something that's great?
Yeah.
But what will change my mind is, yes, if they touch on they bring different aspects of the history or the lore of Harry Potter world and things that the books couldn't touch and didn't go in depth about, then
Mm.
I would be extremely happy because I'm like, okay, it's something different. But if they go ahead and butcher this, like, I am gonna be so upset.
So upset. Like, I don't know. Like, it's all based on that first episode, I
It
reckon.
is. No, it's going to determine, and I think that's going to set the tone. I think that's going to what everyone's going to be waiting for. And the other slither of hope I have is the fact that it's being produced by HBO, and HBO is amazing.
They do
Um,
great with series.
they do a great job, and they do a great job of fantasy too. So that's like
I
my hope.
I think it's going to be great because we've already
Yes,
seen how they have done other
other
series. It's
things.
just because we love Harry Potter so much and we've grown up with it. Is it going to meet our expectations or even exceed
Yeah,
expectations?
yeah. It's like, don't mess it up,
So HBO, listen up.
please. Like, but I'm excited though. One, we get something new. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how these new actors. It's gonna be weird to see a different Harry, Ron, and Hermione, and like Snape and Dumbledore
That
and everything.
that's another thing is the
That's gonna be
characters are going
weird.
to be different.
It's gonna be weird. Yeah, like even when Hermione and like Harry, not that
Uh,
but the actors are in different movies, they're just like always Harry and always
It's
Ron and always Hermione.
always
Like it doesn't matter. Like you're just always them. Like,
like I have heard rumors about Tom Felton Draco coming
yeah,
back as his dad Lucius,
that'll be so sick.
but he doesn't give Lucius.
He definitely doesn't. Yeah, no, no, it's not giving at all. Um,
I do have one question.
yeah.
Who is your favorite character from the whole Harry Potter world?
Wow, that's such a great question. You know what?
It could be a ghost.
I fucking did. My favorite character from the whole entire Harry Potter world
Hmm.
is probably going to be um I actually really like Dumbledore slash Sirius.
Oh, I love Sirius. Everybody loves
I
Sirius.
love Sirius. What about you, sis? I love them.
I love Sirius. I love Dumbledore. I think mine would be Molly. I think Molly
I
Weasley.
love Molly.
I love Molly. I think why I love Molly is because she really stepped up into that mother figure role for Harry
Harry. Mm-hmm.
because he never had one. Let's be like
Let's be
Petunia.
real.
Let's be real.
His
They
auntie was
dragged
shit.
that boy out to the middle of the ocean. There was no love there, which is
No.
crazy because there's a cutout scene of Petunia saying, "I know you lost your mum, but I lost a sister that day." They didn't put that in,
Really?
which also is going back to I wish we knew more history about Lily
Lily.
and James.
Yeah. Bro, it'll be so dope if they did a series about, yeah,
Them
like
like
them
at
in
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts. Oh, so good. It'll be so good. And you know what? I really hated Harry's dad. I'm sorry, but he seemed
Really?
like an everything that
Oh
he just was
yes,
mean to
yes,
Snape.
yes. When they
He
went
was an
into that
a-hole.
memory, he was. I
Yeah,
hated that
he
scene.
was an
I
a-hole.
can't even watch that scene because it's so sad.
It's so sad. Like, first of all, and then everyone thinks he's this great guy, and the whole time, like, you're really a bully. And then I'm just like, Lily, like, what'd you see in this man? Not, but like, I get it.
How do
He
you think it would have turned out if she was with Severus, like Snape?
isn't that crazy? I t-
Because when which movie was it? The Half Blood Prince, where
yeah,
the new potions teacher was saying what his best student was his mum.
yeah.
So she was not only good at potions, but also Snape.
Snape was, yeah. And they were best friends, and then he came along and ruined it because he loved Lily and stuff. So I really disliked Harry's dad, and I'm grateful
I
when he
feel
got
it.
older, he was less of an a-hole because those other memories, I was just like, oh, so you're really an egg.
He is, and it even shows like the impact in the last movie. Remember the scene where he uses the that stone? I forgot what it was
Oh
called,
yes, yes.
and it
The
brings them.
Resurrection Stone.
Yes, and like his dad, his mum, Lupin, and Sirius were there,
Yeah,
and people pointed out how he went to Sirius and Lupin for advice and not his dad.
his dad. Wow, that's deep. That's it. That's
Sorry,
deep.
but you weren't there.
Yeah, look, you weren't there. For real. Bro, I agree. No, but I love that you love Molly because she's awesome.
I
Yeah, I
love
like.
Molly. Like she's just a straight up okay, Molly, and I love Professor Sprout.
Oh,
I love Professor Sprout, not only in the movies but in real life.
oh, for real, she funny.
She is so funny. Oh my gosh. She is so funny. You guys have to look her. I don't even know her name, but like,
Look
oh,
her
she's
up.
she loves onions. She loves radishes.
I'm dead.
She's on this British show where she like goes around on an RV with this other guy, and she's just so herself. Like she'll ask people like out of it questions. She's pissing on the beach. Like she's farting everywhere. Like it's just so funny, and I love her. Like even though she said like we're too old for Harry Potter, I still love her.
Dude, I need to look more into her, but I love her. See, that's why I love the earlier movies because, like I said, like you get more of like you get to see more of the classes they do, just
Yeah.
more of the other stuff that you don't get to see in the later movies.
Uh,
Um, so no, I love that. I love Sirius because I'm so intrigued by his family tree and how he's related to Bellatrix, and I wish I knew how he grew up. Um, I think
Even
he's a
his
G.
brother,
Yeah, like his brother, like his whole
the
family's so
one that
mysterious.
found the locket.
Mm-hmm. What is his name? Oh, starts with an R.
Yes, R
Anyways,
something.
yeah. Wish I just his family intrigues me because we obviously in the Order of the Phoenix you get to see his family's house. Like that's really intriguing. Obviously, him Bellatrix being his cousin so intriguing. Like him growing up in a prestigious wizard family would just be so cool to see. And then obviously
Because
he went against what all his family liked
literally,
and was friends with James and all them. So that's really great. And then Dumbledore, he's so intriguing because he's so old, and so like you get to see in the Fantastic Beasts more of Dumbledore,
forgot about Fantastic Beasts. Yeah,
when he's younger, like that. So that's what I like is you get a little bit of a
didn't
prequel.
they say he was gay?
Yes.
Because I watched the movie and like it just didn't make sense. I was like, wow, they're really trying to be of the times.
They're trying to push that agenda, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did see that. Really enjoyed those movies. Got a bit more about Dumbledore in the wizarding world.
that was fun.
Um, that was cool. They were cool.
Yeah.
I really like those. I forgot about those movies, but those were
Because
good.
they went into talking about his brother
Yeah,
and his
exactly.
sister.
Yes, which again, like I just wish we knew more information about these different families. Um, and then I just love him in the later movies. I love that he has so much stuff planned out. Like at the time, he was seen like a, an ear kid, but things he really tried to help as much as he could. And he's just such a great wizard. I don't know, I like him. He's
Who's
just
the?
mysterious too, Dumbledore.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah,
but
yeah.
no, it was good. Um, but okay, period. Any other questions, sis? Anything else you'd like to add?
Um. Okay. What was one part of who would like out of all the characters that passed on? Which one was the worst one for you?
Oh, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I cried with Dumbledore.
Mm-hmm.
That was such a I still remember in the movies when I cried because I was like so shocked. Well, I remember my mom reading me the book and I was just like, because Snape pushed him off, but like you don't understand
Yeah, yeah,
until the
yeah.
next. So there's so many emotions. And you're like, F him.
Uh
Blah
huh.
blah blah. Yeah, that I cried. That was emotional for me. What
Yeah.
about you?
Mine was Dobby.
Oh wait, I forgot about Dobbs. Oh,
I know, it was that was such that actually
bro.
like ripped my heart out because all he ever wanted to do was help Harry. Since the
Bro.
moment he was introduced into the movies and the book, he was just trying to help Harry.
And
And
then
then
it
he
was just,
died helping Harry.
bro, I forgot. No, I bawled my eyes out when Dobby died.
Uh
And
huh.
it was also too like Harry helped him become free. So it was just this full circle
Yeah,
moment. And it was just so sad. And then he was finally a free elf. Like he's been a free elf, but then like it was just sad. It was at the beach, so like, oh, it's just so emotional.
yeah.
If
That was
Bellatrix.
an emotional. Yeah,
If
Bellatrix.
her, bro.
Bellatrix, Umbridge.
Like you guys can square up.
Yeah.
I hate you
And
guys.
shout out to the actresses who played their part so
Wow.
well. Because people were hating on the actual actress.
Yeah, like as if she's really Bellatrix in real life.
Like, I'm
Like,
going back to
girl,
my home.
yeah,
Like,
like girl, she's
that's
just trying
not
to walk
me.
home. She's trying to walk home and you guys are screaming out, "Heck yeah," like trying to abuse her. Like, girl, she's just trying to get her milk and go home. Like, she's not worried about this.
Right.
Um, I think another aspect before we wrap up, another aspect that I think why we love Harry Potter so much is
Mm.
like we love London and we love the
Oh,
UK. So like
we swear down that we're like low key British girls.
period. Um, we will, if you're ever around us, you will see us talking British accents on
Yeah.
and off. Um, we'll just bust it out. I think that's like the one place, like we for a long period, I think for a good amount of period of time, we send a lot of stuff to each other via Instagram and slash TikTok, and then there was a giant chunk where it was just straight Scotland and London.
Yeah.
It
Like
was just
back to back. Like, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here one day.
and like, girl, we right here. We
We're still here.
still here. But when we can leave and skedaddle out of this country,
Yeah.
that is the first place we're going. Scotland and flippin' London. Like it needs to happen.
Because you have roots there.
Yes. Yes. My mother, guys, Spooner is a Scottish name.
Yep.
Shout out to my nana. Um,
Shout out
but
to Nan.
shout out to Nan. But yeah, Edinburgh, there's just so many places we need to go to. But I think that's also what it is like we're just like fascinated with
Because I
them.
believe that's where she's actually from. J.K.
For
Rowling.
real?
I think it's if you see like videos of Edinburgh and like the castles and like just the atmosphere, the aura, it's all like Harry Potter. Like you can see
Ugh,
Harry Potter in that place. Oh my
the
god.
castles, eh? It's
The
so good, dude.
weather. Oh,
I was just about to say the weather. The
We love
weather.
gloomy. We love the gloomy weather, guys.
We love the gloom. Literally, the past week, I don't know about you. I don't know if it's been gloomy where you're at. Has it
It's
been
been
gloomy?
gloomy.
Okay, yes. I really woke up every morning and was just like, yes.
It's like foggy. It's like you get into bed and you're like happy, like rubbing your feet together.
Like this. You want to be like
Yeah.
this? Bro, I literally have loved my life. I've literally come into work every day just being like, it is a great day. I woke up and it's
Yeah.
gloomy. I'm
You
like,
go to
I love
sleep,
it.
it's gloomy. You wake up, it's gloomy. The
I love
fog.
it. Oh,
Oh, so nice.
it is the best time of year, guys. Literally, I'm so excited. And you know what? I'm probably gonna watch Harry Potter after this.
I think I'm actually gonna go back into the Ekatar world
Are you
and
gonna reread the books?
reread the books.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I low-key was also thinking about rereading because I want us to do episodes on them.
Either that or Fourth Wing.
Yes, yes, because the
The
third
book's
book's
coming
coming
out.
out in Jan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to do episodes on them, but because it's been a while since I read them, I want to have points to talk about, and I don't want to I just want to reread them because
Mm.
those books, whoa,
We'll read it
whoa,
together at the same time.
we could, eh, and then do episodes breakdowns of those. Guys, if you have not read those books, which I feel like everyone and their mom has read them now, but if you have not, they are literally life-changing.
I literally have offered people to take my set of books and read them.
And read them. It's that serious.
It's that, and I'm so happy like you introduced it to me because I kept seeing Raya like posting about it on her
My
social
goodness.
media, and I was like, this book has to be good. It
Bro,
was. It
life-changing.
exceeded my expectations, guys.
No, literally. And you know how I found out about it? Nikita.
Mm.
She started posting on her Instagram, and I'm like, again, another huge Harry Potter fan. Also, I've asked her to join us for an episode, one of these days, because
Yes.
she's also a huge fanatic. But and I was like, girl, I keep seeing it was like her and then a few other people that I don't remember. I just remember
Mm.
her. I'm like, you keep posting these books. Are they good? She was like, oh my God. It's a mix between Hunger Games and Twilight. And I was like, I'm sold. I'm buying them right
I'm
now.
sold.
I was like, I'm sold. I'm buying them right
I
now.
just seen. Do you know Paris Nuku?
Yes.
On TikTok, she's like all about cooking and stuff like that. She just got into the books. I seen her reading the first book and she's on to the second. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Bro, that's so good. Like when I tell you guys will inhale the books, like you'll inhale,
You're going
like
to inhale the books.
inhale. I think I read them all in like 2 weeks. They were insane. Like they were amazing. Like I couldn't go. It was those books where you would stay up till 3 a.m., 4 a.m. reading them. Like you couldn't put
Yes.
them down. They're that flipping good.
That
So,
Fourth Wing. And I also
oh,
read
fourth.
The Serpent and the something. Oh, I forgot what it was
Yes,
called.
I need to do that. Actually, sis, you remind me. I need to buy them because my coworker, she's reading them right now.
Oh,
And she
so
finished them and she's
good.
yeah, she's like, that's so good. Yeah, no, a lot more to come on that.
Yeah. But
but
fantasy in general, guys.
it's just crack. That's what it is. Fantasy is crack. Um, we love it though. Like, yeah, 100% okay that I'm addicted to it because it's the best ever.
It is.
It is the best. But anywho, girl, it's been a pleasure.
I love this. I love this episode.
Me too. Oh my God, we talked about so much. Also, obviously the first book, but so much lead into it.
Yeah.
We're gonna be next talking about Chamber of Secrets, which I'm super excited about. Things get real dark and gloomy
They
and
do.
things get exciting from here on out. So we'll be talking about that. That'll be the next episode. But it's been a pleasure, sis. Thank you so much for joining
Thank you
me.
for having me.
I'll see you on the next episode.
Period. Bye,
Bye.
guys.